In last video lecture, we discussed about the concept of maximum work, and you know that when system does work during isothermal and reversible expansion, then that work will be the maximum work, whereas work done in vacuum, it is always zero. Now next point is the concept of internal energy. Now what is internal energy? The energy stored within the substance or system, it is called as internal energy, and this is maybe the because of electronic energy, nuclear energy, chemical energy, potential energy, kinetic energy, like that. Sum of all these energies, it is nothing but internal energy, and therefore the total energy associated with system, it is called as internal energy. And it is, as I said, it is a sum of two important forms of energies, that is kinetic energy and potential energy. And internal energy, it is a state function. What is the meaning of state function? So it depends upon initial and final state and independent of path followed during the process. It is a extensive property. It means internal energy depends upon amount of matter present in the system. It is an extensive property. Now internal energy depends upon temperature, and therefore for isothermal process, the change in internal energy, that is delta U, it is zero. Actually the absolute value of internal energy cannot be determined. So this U, absolute value, it cannot be determined, and the change in internal energy, that is delta U, this can be determined experimentally. And how delta U is determined? So by taking difference between internal energy of final state and initial state. So delta U is equal to U2 minus U1, where delta U, it is a change in internal energy, U1, it is internal energy in the initial state, and U2, it is internal energy in the final state. So in this way, change in internal energy is determined. Now two important sign conventions are there. When there is a minus delta U, meaning of this is internal energy or energy evolved out of system, and plus delta U indicates that internal energy or energy absorbed by the system. The unit of internal energy is joules or ergs, and you know 1 joule, it is equal to 10 to the power 7 or 10 raised to 7 ergs. And one more thing is the internal energy of a system changes as the energy transferred in and out of system in the form of heat or work. And work and heat, these are equivalent ways of changing internal energy of the system, and therefore internal energy, it is equal to energy in the form of work plus energy in the form of heat. So sum of energy in the form of work and energy in the form of heat, this is nothing but internal energy. Now in order to understand this, you consider the system. Suppose to this system 30 kilojoule heat is supplied, or 30 kilojoule heat enter into the system. It means internal energy change of this system, it is plus 30 kilojoule. Suppose the same system absorbs, or it does, or actually work done not by the system. Suppose 20 kilojoule work done on this system. Work done on this system means actually this work done by the surrounding on the system. In this case also there is an increase in internal energy by 20 kilojoule. Now here work is doing surrounding on the system, and therefore 20 kilojoule energy enter into the system in the form of work. Or suppose 10 kilojoule heat released out of system. Now this energy going away from the system or given out to the surrounding, it means delta U during this change, it is minus 10 kilojoule. Suppose at the same time 15 kilojoule work done by the system on the surrounding. Actually work done by the system on the surrounding, it is a minus W, and during this change again internal energy decreases by this minus 15 kilojoule. So when these two processes occur simultaneously, that is 10 kilojoule heat released out of system and simultaneously 15 kilojoule work done by the system, then total internal energy change, it will be minus 10 kilojoule plus minus 15 kilojoule. So we take sum of these two values and this is equal to minus 25 kilojoule. So net energy released out of system during these two changes, this is equal to minus 25 kilojoule. So this is what is internal energy, and always you keep in mind internal energy, it is the total amount of energy associated with the system. Now next important point we are going to discuss, that is the first law of thermodynamics. This first law of thermodynamics, it is based on law of conservation of mass and energy. There are different statements, this law can be stated in different ways. The first important statement is energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another. This is the most common statement of the first law of thermodynamics. Law can be also be stated as whenever one kind of energy is produced, an equivalent amount of another kind of energy must disappear. This is the actually meaning of these two statements is same. Or first law can also be stated as the total amount of energy of universe is always remains constant. Actually in universe there are several processes occurring at a given time. In one process maybe energy is absorbed, whereas in other process energy may be released. So altogether energy, total energy of the universe remains constant, and you know universe is a isolated system, and therefore we can say the total energy of an isolated system remains constant. And another statement of first law of thermodynamics is it is impossible to construct a machine which could produce work without consuming energy. It means it is highly impossible to construct a perpetual motion machine which does work without consuming energy. Actually whenever there is a work done by the system, that work it is at the expense of energy. So these are the various forms of energy, and most important statement, that is energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to other form. And other statements are, the meaning of remaining statement is same as that of the first statement. So this is what is first law of thermodynamics. Now next point is formulation of first law of thermodynamics, or mathematical expression for first law of thermodynamics. Now you know that a system exchange energy with its surrounding either by transfer of heat or by doing work, and energy supplied to the system increases its internal energy. Already we discussed this during last slide. On the other hand, removal of heat or work from the system decreases its internal energy. Now suppose Q amount of heat is supplied to the system and W it is work done on the system by the surrounding. Now increase in internal energy of the system, it is equal to the sum of quantity of heat supplied to the system and amount of work done by the surrounding on the system, and therefore delta U, that is the change in internal energy of the system, it is equal to Q plus W. In another way, we can obtain the mathematical expression for first law of thermodynamics. Now consider a system at initial state with internal energy U1. When plus Q amount of heat is supplied to the system, and as soon as heat supplied to the system, suppose this system does work and it reaches to final state which has internal energy, this is equal to U2, and work done by the system on the surrounding, it is always given by minus W. And first law of thermodynamics says that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another form. It means energy of initial state of a system must be equal to energy of final state of a system, and therefore U1 plus Q, that must be equal to U2 plus, actually this minus sign, it is because of work done by the system on the surrounding, so U2 minus W. By rearranging terms, we can write U2 minus U1, that is equal to W plus Q, and U2 minus U1, this is nothing but delta U, so delta U is equal to W plus Q. So this is the same equation as we get in the, by considering the concept of internal energy. So delta U, it is equal to W plus Q. This is for big change. For infinitesimally small change, we can write du, that is small change in internal energy, this is equal to dW, this is the small work done by the system, plus dQ, it is the small amount of heat supplied to the system. Actually dW, it is the work done during one step. You know, in reversible process there are infinitesimally small changes there, and there are infinite number of steps between initial and final state, and during each step work done, it is equal to dW. This is the small work done during the single step. So small change in internal energy, that is during one infinitesimally small step, it is equal to dW plus dQ. So in this way, the mathematical expression for first law of thermodynamics is delta U, it is equal to W plus Q. Now the sign convention again you keep in mind, already I told you, minus delta U means internal energy evolved out of system, plus delta U means internal energy absorbed or increased for the system, plus W, it is work done by the surrounding on the system, minus W means work done by the system on the surrounding, plus Q means heat supplied to the system, and minus Q means heat evolved out of system. Okay, so this is what is the first mathematical expression for first law of thermodynamics.